What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is Chimpso here, back in with the League of Legends gameplay commentary, playing Singed in the top lane against the Lee Sin. Very odd pick. Now, before we start, this is a ranked game. I am currently doing my placements. Better late than never, I guess. But yeah, ranked game. Everybody in this game is around low to mid platinum. Of course, I'm unranked at the moment. But I believe the lowest is Gold 1 on the enemy team, and the highest is Platinum 3. So a very firm, low Platinum game, basically. There's only one Gold in this entire game, the rest of the, Platinum 5 to 3. So, how's this game gonna go? Well, interesting. I don't carry, I don't think. The enemy team seems to think that I do. I do make quite a few good plays, some mistakes. You're gonna see both, and I'm gonna comment on both of them, of course. Now, up against the Lee Sin with the Rek'Sai jungle. Yeah, a bit too risky to proxy. I'm not really insanely scared of a Lee Sin in lane. I mean, yeah, he's a threat, he's a bully. But at the same time, if you just stay behind minions and play sort of carefully, you can be alright. A Rek'Sai gank with a Lee Sin top, though, that will be very deadly. So I've got to be on the lookout for that Rek'Sai. And, yeah, I'm fortunately going to be able to stay alive against that. But, yeah, no proxy early on here, because they'll just be suicide with both Rek'Sai and Lee Sin's ability. They'll just be able to hunt me down endlessly. So, what's my build going to be this game? Well, they've got quite a lot of AD, obviously. They've got the Jhin, they've got the Rek'Sai, and they've got the Lee Sin. That's quite a bit of AD. But, at the same time, they got the Taliyah and the Tahm Kench. Tahm Kench is not really a problem. Here's the support, but the Taliyah, if she gets fed, she can throw a wrench in the works, because you're like, oh, yep, 3 AD threats, I'm going to build armor. And then Taliyah gets fed, and you're like, shit, I got to get MR. That's sort of going to happen. She's not going to get ridiculous, but I am going to need to make the tactical choice to build some MR in the middle of the game here, which definitely makes me more effective than I would have been if I just kept stacking armor. So early on here, just going to get as much CS as I can, just try and last hit it in lane here. Don't really want to be aggressive on Lee Sin here. My philosophy going into the game was this. Okay, Lee Sin started a long sword in 3 pots. He wants to go damage. My thought here was he's probably going to go for like armor penetration items early on and just try and kill me in lane and all that. He actually goes for a Tiamat first, which is a bit odd, but I mean, makes sense, I guess. So I just, first of all, decent trade there. Early on, I don't have a Dark Seal, but I do have that the AP from my runes. So early on here, I can sort of trade him a little bit, especially if I can fling him into minions like that. And I sort of start to go for him, but minions. That's the thing there. If there were no minions there, I would have just kept chasing him until Fling came back and probably killed him. But the minion damage I would have taken there would have been too much, so I backed off. But yeah, my philosophy in this game was, okay, I could either go lots of armor to just try and survive Lee Sin and Rek'Sai, but I'm not insanely scared of Lee Sin at the moment. Obviously, yeah, he can get bursty, but I'm not scared of him just as is. And if he gets fed, he's a problem. But not really early game here. So I decided to go for more AP. I go for a bit more of an AP focused build, because my logic here is I'm going to try and just out-damage Lee Sin and Rek'Sai. If they try and attack me, I'll do more damage than them, I'll kill them first. Teleport back to lane here, just to, kickstart, get back in lane. Oh, there's Rek'Sai. Okay, well, Lee Sin doesn't go on me. Rek'Sai, yeah, not much she can do if she's just on her own. She doesn't have a red buff, but I can run into minions, and she will lose if she fights me in there. So, yeah, using the minions a lot to my advantage, especially in melee matchups. They can make or break you in lane, obviously. Courage of the Colossus, although it is nerfed, yeah, that sucks. Still, I recommend taking it on Singed. I still think it's the best mastery on him at the moment. We'll see how things go. But the thing with Courage of the Colossus is, it allows you to harass more in lane by running in and flinging and then tanking the minion damage with that shield. But yeah, a bit less effective now. I ward up, of course, wondering if Rek'Sai is going to come back. She does, so that ward saves me there. Very, very nice. So, I'm going to go for a couple of Dark Seals here. Not going to go like 3 or 4 Dark Seal. I'm just going to grab 2. Early on, and then I'm going to go straight into Ninja Tabi. I go Ninja Tabi here instead of Merc Treads. Merc Treads would have been alright, but Ninja Tabi, I reckon, because of the amount of AD threats they have, they're very good against Jhin, and they're okay against Rek'Sai and Lee Sin as well. So, especially as an early armor item, because I want to build a Righteous Glory here. As an early armor item, they're good to get, because I don't have to, you know, just build a cloth armor and have it sit there for a while. I can just build an armor item and be effective. Here, you know, make a bit of a mistake, but fortunately a goo flip saves my life there, and I'm able to escape. And I run off here quite simply. You know, Lee Sin's trying to cut me off, but I'm out of there. And just recall quite simply. Sort of unfortunate. I'm going to lose out on CS here in the very early game. But I'm going to start proxying, obviously, once I hit 6, and I'll be able to catch up then. So yeah, this is risky going AP here. You know, the safe thing to do would just go armor and be like, okay, I've got some armor against Lee Sin. I can sort of survive him. I'll just try and survive in lane. This isn't a I'm going to survive in lane build. This is a I want to out-damage Lee Sin and kill him if he tries shit. That's what this build is. Going for those Dark Seals early on. And that's what I'm going to try and do, basically. I'm going to try and be better than him, not by out-tanking him, but just by doing more damage than him, so that trade after trade, I'll come out on top by a little bit, and then eventually that will grind him out of lane. Especially since I've got a flask, by the way, and he only started pots, so I'm going to have that continued sustain, as well as, you know, the boost from Dark Seals. So very, very nice. I'm trying to out-sustain him in this lane. Winning, you don't even have to win a trade. Even if you just lose a trade by a little bit, you have the sustain to get back. And what is Lee Sin doing here? He decided to roam mid, which, okay, fair enough. You know, decent play, can backfire, as you can see here. You know, he roamed to mid, and I'm pushing into tower. Okay, but not too big of a deal. But then he tries to recall in the middle of mid lane, gets interrupted, and I'm just able to dump this whole wave into his tower, and there goes his CS advantage, just like that. One little mistake, fucks his CS, and yeah, he still hasn't recalled yet. And he died. There you go. So now I'm going to be ahead in this lane, because I'm going to proxy these minions. He's going to lose out on both the experience and the gold, and yeah, it's just going to be very, very good news for me. Now, we'll be going for Ninja Tabi next. Like I said, I want to get the boots, and also going Ninja Tabi allows me to solve both my armor problems and my speed problems, so goodbye. And then after that, I'm going to be going for Righteous Glory. Why? Because I got a Jhin. Jin's very easy to get on top of as Singed. You know, Jhin and Ashe, immobile. Can't really stop you. Ashe can slow you. Jhin, not really. I mean, he can, you know, W you and stun you up, but not for very long. And that's why I like seeing Jhin in my games when I'm playing Singed, because you can just run him down in teamfights quite easily. He doesn't have the attack speed to kite you effectively, because, you know, he's Jhin. And he has no mobility, so you can just stick on him really, really easily. Slow him down with Rylai's, make him a sitting duck for your team. Singe counters Jhin in team fights, basically, as opposed to something like a Vayne. Oh god, the horrors. But yeah, now I've caught up with Lee Sin on CS. He's at 36, I'm at 37, and I can fight him here. Absolutely, I can fight him here. I pop ult, and I'm just gonna go for him here with my 2 Dark Seals. Yeah, but I do fuck up though. You know, I pop Ghost here, but he's obviously just gonna jump over the wall. I'm going to keep going for him, though. Why? Because he stops in that bush, and I'm like, he's recalling. Rek'Sai's there. Oh, dear. But there's the explosive plant thing there. Hello, Lee Sin. Yeah, fling him, and he's going to die there. This Ivern, by the way, really good. He's got Mastery level 7. He's in a clan called Ivern. He's an insanely good Ivern. Unfortunately, I don't notice the Taliyah come up. I eat some damage from her after tanking a lot of the tower shots. But this is going to be 2 for 1, so it's going to be worth it. All good. But yeah, major props to this Ivern. He sets us up really, really well this game. I think he says like the 6th or 7th best Ivern OT, probably like according to LoL skill, which isn't really a good judge of things, but you know, I'll believe that. I mean, not many people play Ivern, and this guy's a really good Ivern. Teleporting back to lane here. Bit of a dubious choice. I could have ran back. I probably should have, but it's not a terrible teleport. It just means that if something happens bot lane, I won't really be able to deal with it. I probably should have saved it, but it's not a disastrous use. So Lee Sin's got that Tiamat, which is pretty good for me because it pushes the lane. So if I ever find myself in a position where I'm like, I just need a farm, Lee Sin can't freeze the lane. If I was playing Nasus here, I'd just be like, oh yeah, GG, I win. Because Lee Sin can't freeze the wave and can't zone me out, because the wave's naturally going to push. So, my ult's back up. I'm going to go for proxy here, obviously. Don't want to stay in lane versus Lee Sin. Lee Sin can eat cabbage farming the minions all day. I'm going to, you know, well, I mean, sorry. Lee Sin needs kills, right? Johnny, good old Johnny Holmes, had a nice metaphor they like to use. There's carnivore champions and there's herbivore champions, right? Carnivore champions need kills to get ahead. They want to kill people. That's how they get their goal, that's how they snowball. So Riven, Diana, Lee Sin, people like that. Carnivore champions. They need meat. They need to kill champions to get ahead. Herbivores, on the other hand, they farm. They grow their crops. Champions like Sin, champions like Nasus, they just farm. That's what they do. And basically, if a herbivore champion versus a carnivore champion in a farm fest, the herbivore champion's going to win. Because they scale better over the long term. However, you know, if Lee Sin has 5 kills and I have 5 kills and our farm is equal, he's probably stronger than me. Or actually, no. Let me rephrase that. Go for a gank on Talia mid. Don't get it. She hops away. Oh, well, whatever. Applied some pressure. Almost die. Oops, but I'm fine. Basically, herbivore champions versus carnivore champions. If both Lee Sin and I have the same amount of kills, I'm ahead of Lee Sin. Because, basically, I shouldn't have those kills. Sin should not have 5 kills, you know, when Lee Sin has 5 kills. Something's wrong there. On the other hand, you know, if Lee Sin has 200 farm, but no kills, Lee Sin is not really doing much. He's sort of being useless. That's the thing, you know. Carnivores versus herbivores, knowing the champion, knowing your enemy, what the enemy champion is, it's sort of a thing you just come by playing the game a lot, basically, or playing it for a long time. Yeah, this is where the team sort of derps out. You know, yeah, not happening. Yeah, Lee Sin's starting to get a bit fed here, which is annoying me a little bit. But that's fine. We are going to be able to pull this one off. And yeah, he's not really going to be too big of a threat. It's the Talia that's going to be a big problem here. She's going to cause us quite a bit of grief. But Lee Sin, not really. Dubious choice, Lee Sin top. Don't know why he picked it. Guess he's just a Lee Sin main. Whatever, I mean, it can work, obviously, but not something I would play. You know, I wouldn't play Lee Sin at all, but if I was, I wouldn't play him top. Enemy team is going to get the first couple of dragons here, but yeah, they're down there taking the dragon, but Lee's down there, no one's watching top, so I'm just going to grab this tower in response. It's going to be the first tower that goes down, so I'm going to get that first blood tower bonus, and what are you doing? Okay, yeah, I know I can kill her here. I sort of missed the opportunity there. I could have... She caught me by surprise, but then she comes back in. So I'm like, right, you're dead. Ult and Ghost, and she's not getting away. Flinger. I don't goo flip her there, but I immediately drop the goo right on top of her when she lands, so she's slowed and can't really get out. And that's an easy kill on her. She's squishy. Singe loves immobile, squishy people. He eats them for breakfast, as long as they can't out-damage him. That's the thing. If they can't out-damage him, Singe will win. Every time. But if they can, yeah, kiss your ass goodbye. Now I want to steal this blue buff. Rek'Sai's, you know, hanging around, obviously. I'm going to drop the goo there. Forces a flash out of her. Which is cool. Now we can go for this blue buff. It's sort of been choking on the poison a bit. I want to give it to Aurelion Sol, of course. He needs it more than I do. So he grabs it there. Perfect. He's our mid laner, by the way. Everyone's the jungler, in case you didn't notice. And yeah, Aurelion Sol's going to do really nice. I think... At the end of the game stats, he had the most damage done and most damage taken as well, I believe. He did really, really well. I think I came second in both. So that's why I say I didn't really carry this game. But I do set up the team fights really, really well, which is not something Singe normally does. Singe normally needs an initiator, but I think I set up the team fights pretty well in this game. Alright, still winning. Scores are 9-7 in our favor. And we have a tower on them. Gonna head back top lane to stop Lee Sin from taking my tower, obviously. Now, we can always lose this. There's always that possibility. I mean, you could win a game if you know the enemy team's 20 kills and you're 1. You can't slack off. You gotta keep focusing and try and just make the best plays that you can. Never get complacent. Save that for normal games. Save the fuck it, I'm just having fun. Let's, you know, not kill the Nexus and just do some stupid shit. Save that for normal games. That's where that belongs. And that's where I enjoy that. But when you're playing ranked, just go for that win. That's what you're there for. Try and have fun, but have fun going for the win. That's the important thing. Bit of action in bot lane. I'm not watching it. I'm watching it now, but I should have been watching it a bit earlier so that I could look for a teleport play. You know, my bad, whatever. Lee Sin tries to walk past me. I deal with him. Do a little bit of damage to him, sorry. But here's the thing, okay, look. I have 2 Dark Seals. They're stacking up. Obviously, only 1 stack counts, but still, they're stacking up. I've got a bit of bonus AP. I've got 50 AP, and I've got 2 squishy people. here. And Lee Sin's at half health. I can kill them both here. I can fight them. Lee Sin's just spawning his ult. If he comes back in, poison's on, he'll get it back on him. Okay, back out a little bit. I want to go for Lee Sin here. I want to kill him. There he is. I pop Righteous Glory here, and I'm just going straight for him. You know, I sort of screw up because I lose sight of him and it stops me from moving a little bit, so I could have played that a bit better. But here I'm in a bit of a pickle. Rek'Sai can go over that wall and stop me, so I don't really want to go there. But yeah, Tahm Kench is here. What I should have just done was ran up, let Rek'Sai knock me up, and then just fling her away and run. I reckon I probably still would have made it. But yeah, whatever. It ends up being completely worth it. 1 for 1, although they got the assist, so that's not worth it by itself. But the team is getting a bot lane turret. I think they got the first bot lane turret as well. And now they're getting the second, so yeah. Completely worth it, bringing the jungler and the support's attention top. And because the support was top and recalled after that, Jhin just decides to bloody waddle over here and die for no reason. And the team's going to go for Tahm Kench. But they got to be careful. Taliyah and Rek'Sai are mid lane, and they're almost certainly going to rotate. I can teleport in. I'm staying in spawn thinking, alright, am I going to need to teleport in here? I see Rek'Sai coming down, and I decide, yep, I'm going to pull the trigger, teleport in just for safety. And here I am. Going to come in. And now they're sort of cut off. Taliyah and Rek'Sai are there. The whole enemy team's in the base, but they've got a giant brick wall of Singed in front of them. And, yeah. Yep, the good old alley-oop. No, sorry, Lee Sin. And yeah, just by doing that, I cut off the enemy team. I stand between them and my team. My team deals with Taliyah and Rek'Sai. And yeah, I just... I saved Morgana there, knock Lee Sin out of his dash. And now we're just going to start working on this tower. But yeah, bit risky. Taliyah flashes there. She's not going to kill me. I try to get in position to fling her over the wall, but she runs away. I'm going to try and kill her, but Tahm Kench is nearby, and I decide, yep, time to bail out. First rule of Singed, there are no towers. Just run past that. And I got the shields from Ivern as well. Good shields by him, keeping me nice and healthy during that tower dive. So, my team's pushing down mid. I want to recall. But yeah, there's a bit of a fight going on here again. And whoopsie daisy. I did not mean to do that. I did not mean to dash through the Rek'Sai. I ended up doing it, but I didn't mean to. Oops, my bad. Misplay there. Gets me killed. But I don't think it gets anybody else killed. Actually, I think Aurelion Sol does die as well because he overextends. Yeah, see, in this position, just go back. Just go back. There's no reason to be there. No reason to be there at all. But he just decided to be greedy for the CS, so he dies. Overextending and, you know, not backing off are some of the biggest killers in gold and low platinum. They just annihilate people. People don't know when to give up. They don't know when to just say, you know, we're going to go back and recall. And, you know, Morgana dies there for that reason as well. Fortunately, the Draven appears to have a, you know, a bit of a head on his shoulders, so he's going to back off a little bit more instead of just deciding to recall right under the tower at that low HP. I'm going to come in and back them up. I want to save this tower. Draven is sticking by, which ends up being a good thing. He's got some healing going, so he's sort of alright. Okay, wait, no, never mind. Bad call. He stayed nearby with Taliyah, very close, and she burst him down. So yeah, not a good call staying back there. Let me just errata that opinion. Oops. But yeah, basically, it could have been alright. I was coming in to back him up, but still, he shouldn't have been standing that close in the range of Taliyah. And he does say that he doesn't know Taliyah very well in chat there, so I guess you can excuse him for that. Oh well, shit happens, but yeah. If you don't know the champion too well, maybe stay a little bit further back. That's what I do. I still don't know what Kled does, really. So, got my Rylai's now. Obviously got the Righteous Glory. Very, very nice item. Don't build it every game, myself. I'm not someone who subscribes. I don't subscribe wholly to any one Singed build. You know, when the Dark Shield build, everyone's like, yeah, build Dark Shield, stack Dark Shield, do it. Yeah, it's so good. I'm just like, alright, yeah, situationally, it's good. Yeah, Righteous Glory, you need to go Righteous Glory, Rylai's, every game. No, situationally, it's good. Singed is the most complicated champion to build in the game. I'll say that over and over again. It's what makes him so difficult. So many things work on him, and it's just getting the experience playing him that, you know, you'll know what to build in what situation. And obviously, watching other people play him, like me and Minish Cap and anybody else who plays him. Watching people like that and seeing what they build and just copying them. That works too. That's what I did back when I first started playing. But yeah, you want to get better at Singed? Practice. There's no golden... Literally, Singe is not like Lee Sin, where it's like you learn mechanics. You gotta learn the mechanics, and you'll be good at the champion. No, it's not like that. You just need to experience the champion. You need to play him a lot, play all the matchups, learn how to beat the matchups, which is what I basically do on this channel. I try to get videos of all these different matchups. So if you're like, how do I beat Darius? I've got like 2 or 3 Darius videos on my channel that you can watch, where you can see how I try and deal with them and copy that. It's a good way to do it. Darius gets caught here. Draven gets caught and ends up dying. That's not good at all. But, yeah, it looks like the enemy team is going to try and push mid here. Now, I've got Ult, Ghost, and Righteous Glory. I can rush down a squishy person really, really quickly. And I'm eyeing this Taliyah right here. And, yeah, I'm going to go for it. Boom. Straight in. My poison isn't really good here. I turn it off for some reason. But I quickly realize that mistake and turn it back on. Taliyah gets saved by the Tahm Kench, but that leaves a Jhin vulnerable, so I go for him. Instead of going for the squishies, I decide to go for the heavier things. You know, the Rek'Sai. Take her down. Because, you know, the squishies, they were going to leave me on a big chase, so might as well just go for the people who are already slowed and stunned. Tank the last Jhin ult from Morgana there. And, yeah, it looks like Rek'Sai. Sorry, not Rek'Sai. Bloody Aurelion Sol trapped him by the Taliyah wall, so he was boned. Oh well. We are going to get this tower, though. So that is good news. I don't have Ult, Ghost, or Righteous Glory. If I did, I would have gone on Taliyah there instantly, but I don't. So just going to get the tower and back off. And I keep telling this Ivern, like, back off. See, spoiler alert, he ends up killing this Taliyah. I don't know exactly how, because I'm not watching. But that was risky. Yeah, there you go. He should have backed off there. The safer thing to do there would have been to just back off and not risk anything. Not risk getting bursted down by her. But hey, he got the kill, so whatever, that works. I end up ninjaing the big raptor from Draven there. Always nice. Oh, yes, so you would have noticed, before I came in on that, I forgot to mention this. Before I went into that fight, as I was running back from base, I had bought a Null Magic Mantle. Ideally, I would have loved, Dream World, I would have loved to just go more armor here. Build an armor item nice and quick. Ideal World, I would have done that. But Taliyah, being the only person who's really a threat on the enemy team, I decided to get that little bit of magic resist, and that really helped me in that fight. And now I'm just going to go into a Spectre's Cow as well. My plan here was to go Spectre's Cow and into an armor item, most likely Dead Man's Plate. But what ends up happening is my Dark Seal gets to 10 stacks, and I'm really attached to my 10 stack Dark Seals. So I don't sell it, instead I buy Banshee's Veil, and I sell it later on when I'm building that Dead Man's Plate. Here, I see Morgana and Aurelion Sol there. I think they're going to immediately collapse, so I go in for the engage there. Redemption saves me, but yeah, I didn't quite see what they were doing. I'm like, what are you guys doing? Where's my backup? I expect them to be there, you know, instantly and just be able to back me up there, but it doesn't happen. I survive, so whatever. It ends up being okay, and we do end up getting 2 kills, but that could have gone a lot more smooth, in my opinion. Teams are going to keep chasing. Ivern takes out the Jhin. I tank, okay. Can you spot the error? I tanked the Taliyah damage for Aurelion Sol, and then when he's on 1 auto attack of HP left, I decide to fling her into him. Fortunately, it didn't seem like she expected it, so she didn't just immediately auto attack him and kill him. But yeah. Be careful. Even I fucked that up quite a bit. I'm very selfish with my flings. I'm just like, I want to fling her to do damage to her. Oops, I just killed a teammate. So, yeah, watch your flings. Yeah, your teammates will be a lot happier if you don't fuck them up. Now here, team is in mid lane. No, guys. Risk. No. We do the safe option. We go for the dragon. There's a dragon over here. Oh, but there's going to be a dragon over there very, very soon. Let's just back off and go for this dragon. And you see, I'm not going mid. I'm not encouraging this behavior. I'm going to stay in the dragon pit, and I'm going to tell my team in chat, you guys get the dragon, I'll zone them. Right? This is your job when you're, dancing around Baron and Dragon. You are here. You are not in the dragon pit. You are here. And you are looking at the enemy jungler, and you are saying, you are not going anywhere near this fucking objective. That's what you want to do. So I want to keep my eye on Rek'Sai, and if she tries to make any moves, I want to fling her. But I am going to fuck it up a little bit. I missed the goof flip. Ouch. Oh, that sucks. So she manages to go into the pit. Fortunately, our team's a little bit stronger. So, Rek'Sai goes into the pit, doesn't secure the dragon. I'm Singe. I can run around very, very quickly. I can just Righteous Glory my way all the way back around and ult Ghost and just get in that fight real quick. So it's not a huge loss for me. And yeah, enemy team sort of splits up. It splits up into 2 separate fights, sort of. But in the end, we managed to come out ahead. And we managed to get the Infernal Drake as well. So, yeah, that works, as I say in chat. That indeed does work. And unfortunately, Ivern gets boned right there by the Jhin. Yeah, you're a good Ivern, but you're not going to be out-dueling a Jhin 100% of the time. I think he's going to be recalling this bush, so I'm going to go check. And, yeah, managed to catch him. Last second of the recall, and down he goes. Easy. Now I'm just going to push this out a little bit. I don't really have to go back right now. I've got full health. Yeah, I've got full health somehow. Singed. I've got full health, and I've still got half my mana. That's good enough for a team fight, but nothing's really happening right now, so I'm going to head back to try and buy some shit. I do have that Banshee's Veil, as you can see. I'm going to go back. I'm not going to sell my Dark Seal. I'm going to sell my potion instead. If my Dark Seal was at like 1 stack or no stacks, I would have sold that, but yeah, it's at 10 stacks, so that's giving me 45 AP right there. So I'm going to hold on to that one. And instead, I'm going to start going into some armor here, going into Dead Man's Plate. I sort of debate what to go, but in the end, yeah, I just decided on the Dead Man's. I was thinking Randuin's for, if Jin's critting, but he's not really all that far ahead. So I'm like, yeah, I should be alright. Go for the armor component there instead of the health component, instead of the Giant's Belt. Because at this point, I've got quite a bit of health from, Banshees, Rylai's, and Righteous Glory. I want that armor to give me more effective health. So that's why I go for that chainmail instead. I'm sort of trying to work with the team here, trying to be the old General Singe. So you go here, I'll go there, and I'll teleport in. But instead, team's near Baron. We're in a position for it, so I'm just like, let's go for Nashor here. Now, I can see the Rek'Sai there. I'm like, right, I'm going to keep my eye on this Rek'Sai. I'm standing right here, in her path. I'm going to ward over this here to if she goes around there. Nope, she's going to go ahead. I missed the Goo Flip again. Jimso, you're better than this. Come on. So she goes over the wall, and but we're just going to turn on them. They go in, not fully committing. Bloody Tahm Kench and Lee Sin go in first. So we're able to just get a quick bit of damage on them. Ivern does go down, unfortunately. Tahm Kench gets very low. Jhin flashes away. But Aurelion Sol and I are just going to chase after these two. He takes down Tahm Kench, and he's going to take down Taliyah as well. And Jhin is alive still. But, one Jhin versus our entire team. Not going to go too well for him. So, yeah. Nice little rank game there. That's my first placement win, I think. I think I lost one. I forget exactly what I played. Yeah, Jin's not going to be able to defend that tower. But yeah, decent game. I think that Ivern and Aurelion Sol carried personally, but I did definitely do my job setting up those team fights quite well. And Draven, of course, came through with that damage very, very well. Morgana, she did her job, but she wasn't all that amazing. Not saying she's bad, but she did her job. But nothing spectacular. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that one, guys. I'll catch you all soon for another League of Legends gameplay commentary. And thank you all for watching. Take care. Good luck in your rank games. What rank did you get in your places, by the way? Tell them below. I'll see you all next week, guys. Oh, next week. Next video! Yeah, I'm just gonna end it here. I'm bad at outros!